Adam, I don't suppose there's any use having a deep dive on that. Just a simple invitation. Would you like to say anything about your final game as Newcastle coach?
Yeah, tough one to watch, tough one. I can't stick a ribbon on that. The people of our town, they don't put up with bullshit. So I thought Parramatta were very good from the first ruck, and we were way off, and we didn't sort of look like winning it back. But, you know, look, over time, this game will, I guess the pain and disappointment will ease for these boys, and there is greener shoots. You know, there's better days ahead, but right now, I can't lie, I'm just bitterly disappointing. Some individuals, some players leaving the club on their last day, like they don't. Our town doesn't deserve a performance like that, given what they sit through. So look, we're all disappointed now.
What are the next few weeks involved for you, Adam? Do you stay on for a few weeks, tied up some loose ends? Do you take a holiday? What's Adam O'Brien's future look like?
Yeah, I don't even know what tonight looks like. We've got a presentation on it, and we'll see you out there end of the season, and there'll be some reviews and that, but yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know.
Adam, you've obviously got Dylan Brown coming to the club next year. What are your sort of thoughts on what he can do for the club and how he can help improve things, I suppose?
Well, he's a quality player. I thought, as I said, Parramatta played well, and he played a large part in that with Mitchell this time. Fantastic, you know. So yeah, he'll add to the joint, no doubt. You know, as I said, there's better days ahead. Definitely, it's hard to see at the moment because we're just talking about that performance, but there's better days. You know, there's another half, a fullback that hasn't been involved, and you add Dylan to that, and a starting back row and a lock. They're all excuses, but they're quality players. There's about 6 of them that'll all jump back in with Dylan, plus a couple of new signings. So there is better days ahead, but right now, whoever comes in to take over, and these boys need to have that performance fuel their pre-season and make sure that they hit the ground running next year.
I mean, obviously today's very disappointing, but you must look back on your 6 years and be pretty happy with what you've achieved overall.
Yeah, in time I'll definitely do that, but right now I just can't stop feeling about that game.
I saw the 2 boys who were forced out HIA, Adam, at the end walking, so are they as good as can be expected after a head knock like that?
Yeah.
Dane, how are you feeling after that loss?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious, just disappointed us. I think that's been our season, really, is just moments in games, and like Adam said, they've got a lot of quality players, and they played good tonight. Nothing to take away from them, but we just, from the start, we just weren't there, and then had a few HIAs, a few shuffles, and yeah, it's just disappointing, especially with a young fella on debut, who I thought put in a lot of efforts. Like as you said, played some big minutes, and he's got a bright future, but he didn't deserve that from us. The fans didn't, and one for me is Jaden Bradley. I know we've got a number of players that are leaving us, but for a bloke that's put so much time and effort in, especially in rehab, he's had numerous injuries, Achilles and things like that, and to send him off like that, it's just disappointing. And like you said, we'll have conversations, we'll have moments where we can say our goodbyes, but at the moment it just hurts.
You've been through some lean years here. How hard has sort of the past 8, 9, 10 weeks been?
Yeah, it's been a rough one for us. Obviously, we played finals football the last couple of years, and we went on a bit of a run, and I don't know if we just thought that was going to happen for us, and it never came, and then when it didn't, it just kind of just ate away at us a little bit. I don't know, I'm just talking on myself personally, but yeah, it was just a bit of a tough season, and like as you said, we were missing a lot of key players, but you look at all the good clubs, when those key players are missing, someone else is there to step up, and that's an area we need to focus on and get better. And I obviously don't know who other signings are. We obviously got Dylan Brown coming, but everyone needs to go away and see where, and that's myself included, where we can improve, how we can be better. So if someone does, I guess, get injured or steps down, then someone else is there to step up and perform. So, but yeah, at the moment it'll just be about getting around each other now and yeah, just enjoying the time with each other, because I'll probably never play with Jaden again. I'll line up against them, but yeah.
Adam, you used 33 players and 8 of them were NRL debutants. It's not a false positive to say that is a bit of a bright light out of a fairly wretched season, finishing with Cody Hopwood today, the 19-year-old. You want to elaborate on, you touched on him a moment ago, but he is one of 8 debutants this season?
Yeah. Yeah, as Gag said, he's got a big future, that kid. He played a lot more minutes today than I expected, just through, I think we'd used 5 or something, interchanges by, 5 minutes after second half. So he had to stay longer, but he should be really, really proud of himself. He's got a big future at the club. And, yeah, as I said, look, over time we'll be able to look back and say, right, we got some games into some young blokes and, probably debuted more than we would like, but they've got some experience now. They'll be, if we search hard enough, but right now I just need to be honest, that's not good enough tonight.
Adam, I know it kind of hurts in this moment in time, but you have spent a lot of time with this group. You know them intimately. I don't expect you to say who you think should take your role, but what kind of coach does this group need? Because there's a lot of young players, right, and there's a lot of talent that, if it's all in the right direction, could be a really strong side.
Yeah, look, it's obviously the club's decision. The thing that I'm mindful of, there's a bit of change, in number of departments, whether it's through our medical or our, high performance area, which is an opportunity to get, some fresh voices and clean slate, but also don't have too much as well, because there is, like I said, there's some good work going on in the pathways and some development of our younger blokes. We don't want to be losing too much of that, because that's going to hold us in good stead for the future, these young guys coming through. So I don't know if I've answered your question. I don't really want to name names or anything like that, because it's none of my business now. It's a club decision.